Perfect. So when we set goals, so we want to set a fantasy goal. So this is a type of goal that people are like kind of thinking, what, are you serious? What's that about? So there's three types of goals. So the first type of goal is the one where you've done before. You know exactly what to do. You've done it before. It could be like buying a brand new car and you want to buy another brand new car. There's no growth attached there. There's no getting outside your comfort zone there because you've done it before. The next type of goal then is a B-type goal. So a B-type goal is one where you put a plan in place. And if you set this up, if you get people to cover, if you get paid that amount, if you make this amount of phone calls, then yeah, I should achieve that goal. I should get there. That's a B-type goal. So that's a goal where there isn't really an awful lot of growth attached either, because you kind of get bored of it. It's the type of goal where there's no excitement and there's no real incentive, no motivation. So that's the type of goal, like for example, if you wanted to travel for a month and you could get people to cover for you in your job, you could maybe get a loan if you needed to, and put a few things in place. And then some people will start to say, as you're doing all this, well, now is not a great time for you to be going away. Your business needs you, or your family needs you, or whoever, if you're going with friends or whatever. And because there's no massive desire, there's no drive, there's no motivation with this goal, you might just kind of agree with them and end up giving up on it. And that's what happens an awful lot of people. And that's a B-type goal, one you think you can achieve. And then the C-type goal is the one that we want to be setting. It's called a fantasy goal. So it's one you've absolutely no idea how you're going to achieve. And this is the one that we want to set for ourselves. So I was on the radio yesterday, Patricia, as you know, and I was talking about this and I got a couple of questions in about, well, how do you know what to set, what goals to set? And great question, because I was the same when I joined Thinking into Results program, the Bob Proctor program. I never set goals. I had no interest in setting goals because I saw them as a promise to myself, and I saw them as if I didn't achieve them, I would feel embarrassed. So I never told anybody if I did set goals. So I just set teeny tiny ones. So I didn't have any major plan in place, and I definitely didn't set fantasy goals. And this would have been around my essential oils business. Because when I joined Thinking into Results, I was in a office job that I didn't particularly like. And then I was I was doing my essential oils business on the side, and I was completely stuck. But I knew deep down why I was stuck is because I wasn't doing the things I was supposed to be doing, because my paradigm was stopping me from doing these things. And then as I was further in on the program, I realized, God, is network marketing for me? Really? I realized that I wasn't really enjoying it. And that's why I was procrastinating so much in my business. And it's not because I had no goals, because I did set goals when I joined the program, but yet I was still procrastinating in my business. And this was the business that I loved and was going to do for the rest of my life. And I still love the oils. I'll always use them. But network marketing, it just turned out that I just wasn't really enjoying it. And when I was being honest with myself, I was able to say that, whereas before I would never admit that. And it just, the program just opened up so many other opportunities for me, because as soon as I decided and changed my goal, as soon as I decided that okay, maybe network marketing isn't for me, and I changed my goal to something else, this is over a year ago, it opened up so many other doors for me. And it's like the universe was just throwing all these opportunities at me because I made way for them. So, obviously a lot of us want more money, we want more time freedom, we want more financial freedom. But the financial side of things just got better for me then, because I wasn't leaving it to one avenue. I wanted financial freedom, but my goal was all around the oils. So as far as the universe was concerned, she only wants financial freedom from the oils, but yet I was procrastinating. So I wasn't moving forward. So when I decided and changed my goal, decided maybe network marketing isn't for me, and I changed my goal, then it was then when I realized, oh my God, there's so much else I can do that I absolutely love. There are so many things I can do. And that's when gratitude, the gratitude calls came available. And I did I self-published my journal. And I started working with Sylvia, who was my mentor in the Think Int Results program. I nearly swear it was that same week that I changed my goal, that she was actually looking for somebody to help her. And, you know, that's how the law of attraction works, because you made a decision and you stick with it. And you don't change your goal unless it's the wrong goal, but you don't change your goal. You may change the route to your goal, but you don't change your goal. But in that case, I had to change my goal because I knew it was the wrong goal. So what else did I do? The Healy device came into my life. Now, the Healy device is a network marketing business as well, but I got it for myself to use, which is a medical device about that size. And I got it for myself. And then I started talking about it on my social media and ended up selling some. People were buying them from me. And that kind of just happened by accident. Then I started to do classes around that. And then I decided, no, that's not really for me either, even though the Healy is amazing. And if anybody ever wanted one, I would help them out. Same with the oils, I would help them out. But it's not just something that I'm doing all the time now. But, you know, I've had amazing opportunities presented to me since I made that decision. So those are the C-type goals are the ones that you want to be concerned with. So in order to discover what your C-type goal is, your best thing to do is to get a notepad, and get a big notepad, and start writing down like a list of wants. So start writing down what you would love. So this, you could be daydreaming. You could do this after meditation when you're nice and relaxed. But in order to discover what you would love, you have to do this exercise. Because a lot of people think they would love maybe to become, I don't know, maybe to scale their business by 5% in the next year. That's a B-type goal, because there's no growth attached there. But by scaling your business by 100%, or turning your yearly income into your monthly income, those are C-type goals. Or I don't know, traveling the world this time next year, and, you know, giving up your job and doing what you love. You know, those are C-type goals, because you don't know how you're going to achieve them. No idea. So has to be specific for you, and it has to be what you want. So don't be thinking, oh yeah, if I achieve that, then my husband would really benefit there, my kids would really benefit there. Normally, when you achieve your goals, they're going to benefit anyway. But when you set a goal just for you, so set the goal that you would love, that you have a massive desire for. You set that goal for you, and then you become excited about it. And first off, you won't believe it. You won't believe that it will happen, because that's the norm. That's the proper way to think, because you know, this is one you've absolutely no idea how you're going to achieve. So the first thing you're going to say is, that'll never happen. No way, that's impossible. But as time goes on, and you write out your goal every single day, so you write it out just before you write out your gratitude list. That's when I write out my goal. Then, you know, it becomes more and more kind of clear in your head, okay, maybe this will actually happen. And when you set this goal, you will come across your obstacles and your fears and your doubts, and your paradigm will be screaming at you as a B-type goal. It will be the exact same. But because of you having a massive desire for your goal, you will push through all them, hopefully. Most people, some people do, some people don't. Some people will still give up on them, because sometimes people kind of might get maybe headaches, or kind of, and that's the paradigm is screaming at them. And, you know, they might get kind of scared, and then, oh no, I want to feel better, so I'll just go back. I'm going to go back to the way I was, and I'm fine, and stay there. And then after maybe a week or two, you're kind of like, oh God, but I really want that goal. So you might start trying again for the goal, and starting again. And that's okay. That's what a lot of people do. They give up on it, and then they realize, no, I really want it. And they'll start trying again, which is okay. Look, that's, you know, that's life. But, you know, when you set your goal, give yourself command, give yourself some discipline, and, you know, realize that this is where I'm going. I don't know how, but this is it. This has become the focus of my life. And you focus on that. And it's like tunnel vision. Once you set a goal, it's like tunnel vision. Doesn't matter what's happening around you. You just think, this is it. I'm going here. So has anybody any questions so far?
Just maybe to explain what a paradigm is.
Yes, of course. Absolutely. A few people couldn't get into the Zoom. Okay, ladies, just let you know, it's a different Zoom link. So when you registered, I was thinking, you ladies on Facebook were meant to be here. That's okay. I can message you today anyway with the Zoom link. But when you registered, you would have gotten an automatic email. Straight, like you would have gotten it straight away with the new link, and that could have gone into your spam, or it could have gone it could, you know, into another folder. So just have a look for that, and the link should be in there, because it is a new Zoom link now for these 30 days. So a paradigm. So paradigm is basically it's like a series of habits. And it's, so when you get up in the morning, okay, you get up in the morning, you get dressed, or you have your shower, you have your breakfast, you brush your teeth, all that. They're all paradigms, okay, but they're good paradigms. So not all paradigms are bad. So paradigm is like habit. It's like a series of habits, and it's they can be detrimental to your business or to your life, or they can be really beneficial to your business and to your life, okay? So, you know, those ones where you get up in the morning, you get dressed, and you have your tea and you go to work, you know, those are all good paradigms, because you need to do these things. And these are things that you do that you don't even think about. It's like a habit that you do them, you don't even think about them. They're non-negotiable. But there's other paradigms then that will be detrimental to your health, detrimental to your business, detrimental to your whole life. And for example, those would be, okay, if you're trying to scale your business, and if it's just, for instance, it is network marketing business, and you're trying to expand it, you want to find more leaders, you want to find more builders, because this is where I was. So when I first joined Think Int Results, I was at a stage where I wasn't talking about the business side of it to anybody. That was a paradigm. My paradigm was stopping me from talking to other people about the business. And that's what happened with me. And that's why I was stuck in my network marketing business, because I couldn't move forward, because I was, my paradigm was stopping me from doing it. And I was letting my paradigm win. I wasn't strong enough to shout back, or I wasn't strong enough to ignore my paradigm. And it's basically the inner dialogue was telling me, no, Phil, no, you're not able for this. You're not able. That person is better. So why would anybody want to work with you? You're not good enough. That's your paradigm. That's all that inner dialogue and your paradigm. And then the results you're getting aren't the results you want. So you know, okay, this is a bad paradigm. This is one that's not going to it's not going to help me. It's not going to help my business. Same when you start a new healthy regime, you're on a diet, and come Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, oh, it's the weekend, I'll treat myself to something, and you're meant to be following this program. That's your paradigm. It's telling you you're fine. You've done so well all week. You're fine. Go for it. Have that bar of chocolate, or have that glass of wine, whatever it is. So that's your paradigm screaming at you, So does that answer your question? Does that kind of explain what they are? Yeah. So there are good ones and there are bad ones. And the good ones, we know our habits. We know our good habits, brushing our teeth, washing ourselves. Those are really good habits. And then there are the ones then that we really know deep down what they are, but sometimes we don't want to admit them to ourselves. Why we're not doing things, why we know what we should be doing, but we're not doing them. So with this month as well, we can hopefully even get started on shifting one or two paradigms, because it takes 21 to 60 days to shift a paradigm. But you won't really know what your paradigms are until you set your goal. So set your goal first, and then you will start to, this paradigms will start to become very obvious to you, because you will you'll come across these obstacles, and it could be thinking, well, I should really do a Facebook Live today, but you don't do it. That's your paradigm telling you don't need to do it. But you know what you should be doing and you're not doing. So that's just an example of, your paradigm, coming being obvious to you in the coming weeks. So go back to goal setting. It's literally writing down a list of wants. So get your pen and paper, get your, sorry, just went back into the Facebook group there. Get your pen and paper, get a pad, and write down a list of personal. You can start with personal ones, and then a list of professional ones. And if you're not working, you have no desire to work, then keep your list at a personal level. Keep it at just what would you love but it just, and what would you love? And maybe it is, you could turn your personal wants into a professional want. Some people absolutely love gardening as a hobby and made a business out of it. Some people love exercising as a hobby and made a business out of it. Whatever it is that you love, it could be painting, it could be helping people in some way, that something you're loving and making a business out of it. That is so doable, and that is the nicest way that you can actually make money, because number one, you're working for yourself, you're building your dream, and number two, you're helping people to learn what you love, what your passion, and number three, you are doing what you love and you are enjoying it, and the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it, and it's because you love it as well. So you're going to learn and learn and learn every time, every day you're going to learn more and you're going to want to learn more. So it's like when you're working for somebody, you don't really push yourself. If you don't like the job, you're not going to push yourself to learn more about it, because all you keep thinking about is, oh God, when am I getting out of here? So, but when you're working for yourself, and when you have, doing what you love, and you're helping people, and there's people out there waiting for your help, which there is, there's 7.5 billion people in the world. There's a market for absolutely everything. There are people waiting for your help, and you don't know what that is yet, maybe. But when you write this list, it might shout at you. It might, be really, really obvious what your goal is. Okay. So get your list, write it out. And in maybe 3 days time, if you still don't know what your goal is, maybe 2 days time, write it out again. So you have to give it a little bit of time to discover what your goal is. And this is the way to do it. And maybe you have an idea what your goal is. And anybody here on the Zoom that maybe they have an idea what their goal is and they'd like to talk to me about it, that's absolutely fine. Just let me know. Or maybe you have a goal, you can just message it to me, and I'd love to hear your goals. Okay, so any more questions before we write our gratitude list?
No, the only thing I'd like to say, Fiona, is that my life is at a crossroads at the moment, massively, because I've done childcare for 36 years and I'm leaving it. So just think about, and I have a lot of things going on, and I think I met you at the right time.
Wow.
In my life, because if I didn't, I definitely would be I would be having questions everywhere, even though I have a lot. But it's a total crossroads in my life at this stage in my life now.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So this will be interesting now to see which direction you're going to go, and you want to do something else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yes.
Okay. Love it. Yeah. So I was the same, didn't realize it at the time, but I was the exact same. But when you set your goal, opportunities will start to come, like what happened with me. I was shocked. It really does work. The law of attraction really does work. So set your goal first, and see what you'd love to do, and what do you love. Have you any other interests and hobbies? And if you have, you don't have to tell us now, but if you do, that's what you hone in on. And can you make a business out of that? And I didn't think I could make a business out of gratitude. I didn't think I could do a gratitude journal. I didn't think I could do a gratitude program. Then I got an idea of doing the networking workshops in the High Vibes group. And, all these ideas come, but they won't come until you make a decision on a goal, because the universe is too confused. You're too all over the place. So when you make a decision on your goal, this is my goal, this is what I'm going for, this is it, then ideas will start to come. You'll connect with your goal and you will get ideas, inspirations, and you'll be on here every morning. So you'll be immersed in this material all the time. So that will really, really help.
Thank you, Fiona.
Great. So thank you for sharing that, Patricia. I'm delighted for you. It's exciting. It's exciting.
It is.
Yeah, definitely. So any other questions or comments from anybody? Morning, Hillary. No, that's perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to stop the recording, and we will write our gratitude list.